Today's great news for the City of Gadsden, and Mayor Guyton and I have been working on this for approximately 3 years. I want to tell you something. Back in the day is when my father, who served in the legislature, started 759 with Congressman Tom Bevel. We got 759 established, and it was the goal to complete 759 to 278 in Hoax Bluff. It's been quite some time since we've been working on this endeavor, and if you remember, about a year and a half ago, the mayor and I had the governor up here, and we rode him around, and we told him we just wanted him to ride 759 into Megan Boulevard and see the traffic jams that we have. He absolutely, I think, cared about the project at that time. It's just we didn't have the funding. The mayor and I have kept this quiet, along with the Gadsden City Council, and we're very excited to announce today that the governor has announced he's going to put 759 on the fast track, and we're going to try to get this project done and completed as quick as possible. I'm going to read his press release that he just sent to us. It says, Mayor announces ALDOT to resume efforts to extend 759 with Representative Craig Ford and Governor Robert Bentley. Mayor Sherman Guyton and Representative Craig Ford today announced that the Alabama Department of Transportation has agreed to resume work on extension of Interstate 759 in Gadsden. The decision resulted from discussions with Governor Robert Bentley, his staff, and Representative Craig Ford during the past 2 years, Mayor Guyton has said. ALDOT has previously conducted engineering studies that sought to identify a route for extending I-759 where it ends at George Wallace Drive to U.S. Highway 431. The extension would be approximately 2 miles long. A traffic study completed by ALDOT in 2015 showed a compelling need for establishing a link between I-759 and 431, Governor Robert Bentley said. We look forward to the progression of this project that will be so important to the growth and economic development of the Gadsden area. I have asked ALDOT Director John Cooper to lead his efforts and supervise the advancement of this project. The first step is for ALDOT to complete a detailed survey to select the proposed route. Surveyors will begin work in the very near future. After a route is determined, right-of-way acquisition will begin with relocation and utilities to follow, Mr. Cooper said. As with all of our work at this time, funding is an issue that will affect the timeline for how long it takes to develop plans and begin construction. Mayor Guyton welcomes the opportunity to continue working on a plan that would someday connect I-759 to 431. We're very grateful to Governor Bentley for his willingness to consider Gadsden's need for this vital connector to Mayor Guyton has said. Now, I'm going to let Sherman speak for himself, but I want to say this. Etowah County in 759 is the aorta for Etowah County to develop. This will open up economic development. It will provide safety. It's going to help our two-year school system here at Gadsden State Community College due to the traffic that we have right now on 759. You probably encountered it as you got here. Not only that is the jobs that it's going to create, the industrial development that could take place. You know, I always used to use this when I used to try to recruit industry. If you can get an 18-wheeler straight from Hoax Bluff to I-59 without stopping, then you're going to have jobs created here in Etowah County, which is going to help the city of Gadsden and everything else. I cannot say enough about the cooperation. This could not have been done without Sherman Guyton. Sherman and his staff were very open and always helped me, and we had to keep it quiet for about a year and a half. And we rode to Montgomery about a week and a half ago, and Frankie drove down, and I drove back. So I want to tell you, I mentioned Frankie for a reason. I don't know if many people know Frankie Davis, but y'all, let me tell you something. He is vital to the city of Gadsden and what he does. He's a former chief of staff to Jim Folsom, former governor. And I want to tell you, Frankie has been instrumental in keeping me and Sherman at bay and at check and making sure we say the right things and not get people mad enough to where they want to back out on the project. But the city council has been very supportive, and that's been very, very important to us. So this is something long overdue. But we want to thank Governor Bentley and John Cooper for doing this. Now, it won't happen overnight, but we were told it could happen within a 2 to 3 year period. So funding is crucial, but we are back on the map and we're back on the plan, and they're going to start surveying right away. So without further ado, I'm going to recognize Mayor Guyton.
Thank you, Craig. Appreciate everybody being here. Like Craig says, some of this can be sort of repetitive, but it's a great day in Etowah County. A lot of people don't. This is not going to be the bridge to nowhere like the one in Alaska. Now it's going to be the bridge to somewhere. But you know, there's 350,000, 40,000 people in about a 25 minute drive here, and this will open up so many things to bring business and other people here. To be a lot more accessible. You won't be in traffic every day at 12 o'clock on Megan Boulevard, or 11 sometime when I'm looking out the window. The extension of 759 connects existing road US 278 and 431 intersection in East Gadsden. It will improve traffic flow, lead to safer travel in the downtown area, improve public safety, and support future economic development. 759 was deemed years ago by local input in ALDOT as the least disruptive, most favorable one among all the routes that we're focused on. Today, it's truly a great day in Gadsden, Etowah County, and it results in improvement of our transportation infrastructure. Governor Bentley, ALDOT are committed to this project through to completion. On behalf of the council, local residents, and I want to say thank you again to the governor and Representative Ford for all the hard work. So I think it's really a reality now. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll show the route. If we can put it up here on the easel, and we'll take any questions that anybody might have. You know, I want to say thank you to Shane, too, and the whole mayor's staff. Shane Ellison's over here. Shane's been helpful to us in many ways that you can't imagine. But, y'all, this is a big deal to Etowah County. This has been going on, I'd say, almost 6 years, and I've been tackling this issue for over 2.5 years. The mayor and I have tried to get our congressman on board, unfortunately. He's not decided to help us on this project, but that's okay. We move forward without him, and we're going to do it with state funds, which will help us make this project go faster at the current time. So with that being said, if anybody has any questions or statements, Chief, you want to say anything? Both chiefs.
We just look forward to this. This is going to help us with the congestion, everybody going to Gadsden State Community College in the mornings and leaving around lunchtime, and the workflow when people are coming to work and going home from work. You know, everything backs up on Peyton Rich Avenue and nobody can get anywhere. Then you have a wreck and everything's shut down. We can't do anything. So it's going to be good. It's going to be more convenient for the public. It's going to be less congestion, so it'll be quicker. There'll be less wrecks, so there'll be less injury and less property damage. And it's a win all the way around for everyone as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
I have to detail a little bit about what Chief Jagger said. Because of the congestion and different things from the fire department's perspective, it would decrease the amount of injuries we have during wrecks, and our EMS load, which is 70% of our call volume in the Gadsden Fire Department anyhow, it would certainly help us relieve some of that pressure from our EMS calls. The difference big maker for us primarily is because we only have one station on the east side of the river. This will help open up those second and third engine companies that have to make responses to that side of the river on fire calls. That'll decrease our response times from 2 to 3 minutes in many times. So it's going to greatly influence how we get there and how we can get there faster for the citizens of Gadsden.
Anyway, this is a team effort, and he's worked real hard on it. The mayor's worked as hard as anybody could work. It's been his prime transportation priority ever since he's been in office. And they don't, good things like this don't happen quickly, but we've overturned every rock there is, and with help from Representative Ford and the governor, the mayor, and the council, this will increase our economic development opportunities greatly. And we thank you very much.
Okay. Gwen, I won't have to take calls anymore about 759. Does anybody have any questions?
What appeared to be the deciding factor as far as the governor getting this far on board with this?
You know, politics is a funny game, and sometimes you build bridges and coalitions when they're needed to be, and that's something that I was able to do with Governor Bentley at the appropriate time. Governor Bentley, though, sees the need for 759 to be completed in the Northeast Alabama corridor for economic development. And I think what happened when Sherman and I got him up here and we rode around, and we got to see how the 6-lane on Megan Boulevard turns into a 4-lane bridge, then back into a 6-lane. You know, there was a bottleneck of congestion there. And he actually sat with us in his SUV with the troopers in front of us for about 15 minutes before we got over that bridge to where we were trying to go to explain to him where 759 would connect. So that was kind of a step that I wanted to take place, and the mayor came up with the idea, and we just worked together. And the council, he met with the council Billingsley's out here, and I think that day in the fire department, he came by the fire hall, met with the police, and learned the importance of it. So this is what government's supposed to be about. This is a cooperation with state and municipalities of working together with the council and the mayor and the chiefs and the governor from the top down. So, you know, I was just a pawn in the process, but I was able to help facilitate a deal with the governor. So I think that was important. And, you know, the governor's trying to do what's